When you're dealing with the school system, our money goes toward the children. So whenever you're doing a project where we're going to have the money not go toward the children, even though in the long run it does, but nobody sees it that way, you have to make sure that price point is good, because you got to talk that over with the superintendent to make sure that's okay. The one main thing that I wanted whenever we switched over to Beacon was something where our vendors wouldn't have to pay. We were losing a lot of vendors, being that they had to pay for our other service to be able to bid. And I don't think that's right. I think we lose a lot of potential bidders because some of these smaller companies can't afford a $700 a month subscription to do a bid once a quarter, twice, whatever. So we really enjoyed the spot where we pay for it and they're free. We have almost doubled our bids on our solicitations, getting more responses, getting better companies that now I enjoy working with. Some of these companies I've never heard of before, but it's been very nice that, to get more robust pool of vendors. I love RPR. That has really helped me as a procurement officer because I am not an expert in everything they want to buy, my teams and stuff. So it's been really helpful for me to be able to pull other people's bids, read their specs, kind of get familiar with it. So when I go talk to them, I at least kind of know what I'm talking about whenever I see some of that stuff. And I can at least talk to them in their language and help them out, because before, if you told me to go buy a generator, I have no idea what any of those words mean. But whenever I read a RFP and the way some people put them out, it's really specific and it's just really helpful. And it has really helped my department because some of them, even though they know what they're buying, they don't know how to put it in words. So whenever I pull up another RFP and I'm able to show them, this is what another company asked. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we need to ask for that. We didn't think about that. So that really helps them get the ball rolling in their projects. And it's really been very helpful. I use RP Critic because we do have a couple of my supervisors that like to be very specific in their bids, and sometimes that can hurt you. We've had several no bids because there was just too much information in the RFP. And so I've run it through there, showed him what the issues were and what he has to tone down. And it's really helped him out because he feels like he has to control everything. And I really have to talk him into being a little less controlling. You have to trust your vendors and to know and tell them what you need and have them come back with something. Don't tell them what you need. Specific. Let them come back with solutions for you. It's been great. We've been able to do all of our e-bidding through there, RFPs, sealed bids, everything like that. We do the timed bids. Beacon has been very helpful with kind of customizing it for us because there's a few things with Louisiana state law that's a little different with some of the other laws. Like a download all button is magic because before you have to go to each individual one and download every document they submit, and that's very time consuming. So it's been great. The time that it has cut down, it's been wonderful for us. That has been my favorite part so far. Talking to Steven and talking to Jim has been amazing because if we have any issues, I'm in the middle of a bid of thing and something goes wrong, all I have to do is call them and they fix it right away. We haven't had that issue, but we've had issue before the bid or something like that, and just going over, they have been answering questions 100%. And even after we purchased it, I thought of some things that maybe I should have thought of this before, but they've been very helpful into making it work and making it seamless for us. One of my goals as I started looking at my department, seeing what we needed, and that was one thing we needed, and it has been tremendously helpful. Just having the information at your fingertips to be able to, like I said, look up stuff you don't know, see what other districts are doing, see what other states are doing. Because just because we're doing it doesn't mean that we're doing it right. So it's great to see how other people are doing the same exact thing we're doing, but they might be doing it a little better. So helping, because I do actually have a new buyer, and I gave her access, and she's been looking stuff up, and she's been able to grow and learn a lot more than me just handing an RFPs that we've done, which is the only access we had before. And now she gets to look at other states' RFPs, other parishes' RFPs, and we can, help each other. She'll come bring it to me and say, this is what they want, and we'll work through it and stuff. So it's a great step to at least get her started. And then eventually she'll be writing her own, doing her own thing. But for now, it's been great just having her have a start. I'm an early adopter of a lot of things. Things are scary at first, but if you equate AI to the onset of internet, it's kind of the same thing. It's a big rush at first. You want to get in there and see what everybody else is doing, but then there's people that are scared of it and they wouldn't touch it for another 3 or 4 years. But those people ended up being late to the game because you have all these people that can control it, and because they've been working in it long. So I adopted it quite early when it first started coming out, started looking at it, just trying to see if I understand. And then I am not scared of it. I think it's an amazing tool if you keep it as a tool. There's a lot of talk about different things about using it for, there's scams and stuff like that, which is always scary. But learn it, learn what it does, learn how you can use it for what you need it for. And with Beacon, it's amazing because there's no way I can go through that amount of paperwork and find what I need to find with help. And you got to have tools in order to make your life and your work better. You need tools.